3 predictions. That one.
So will WrestleMania 33 be better than Naked 3 and a third? That's the big question.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, we're going to go through the entire card, starting with the main event, presumably, which is Brock Lesnar versus Goldberg, which they've encountered each other twice, and it's been about 35 seconds of action each time.
Yeah. And the last time they fought in a pay-per-view was one of the most infamous, like, booed off the grandest stage of them all.
Yeah, they wrestled at WrestleMania 20, and everyone booed because they knew both guys were on their way out the door.
But do you think, so you're playing as the character you think will win?
Yes, and in every case, that's what I'm doing. In this case, I chose Brock Lesnar because there's got to be a reason these guys have had such short encounters every time, and it's not to make Goldberg look good because he's only going to be around for who knows how much longer.
Right.
Brock's been around for, I think, going on 5 years now.
Yeah, like 2012, I think, is when he came back, right?
And, this match has already gone on twice as long as I predicted would.
Yeah. So everything leading up to this point has been Goldberg just owns Lesnar with a spear and a jackhammer.
If you click on the YouTube link, we can get the chat going.
Yeah, I honestly couldn't believe this went on as long as it did, just because I thought, he'd show up, fight for 4 seconds, and then never come back, and said they dragged it out over multiple matches over multiple months.
It kind of started Survivor Series, right, in November, and here we are going into Mania on April 2nd, and very few interactions, and every time it's super short, but I guess even the go-home show of Raw was still Goldberg just owning Lesnar.
Yeah, a really awful spear. Sad spear, as Donald Trump would say.
Iron Shadows, Caleb Hale, Ampotent, how's it going? So, Dave, you're playing out your predictions.
Yes.
How you think is this the big match? I guess.
Yeah, the main event. Surprisingly,
Did they
I would have said
confirm that this is?
It should be. I mean,
isn't?
This was already going to be a high-level match, and the fact they add the Universal title, which is Raw's title, which I would say is the more important title of the two.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, I would have said like Reigns versus Undertaker.
Right.
Especially that's gonna be a good match. This who knows what these guys are gonna do together.
Yeah. This reeks of some kind of screwy. Whoa! There's no way that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And this has already, people pointing out in the chat, this has already gone on twice as long as any given goal.
And so,
I thought I could do a running move off of the ropes.
Not with Lesnar's legs.
Brock's known for taking people out in 5 seconds.
Well,
Goldberg's known for taking people out in less than 5 seconds.
I see.
But taking out everybody. But it's just so weird that this old man comes in and kicks the shit out of Brock Lesnar.
He's 50 years old.
But you can't do it again.
Yeah.
Can you? I say, as far as prediction goes, how is the match going to be interfered with?
Yeah.
My guess for my actual prediction for this is that because I still think the audience is going to shit on this, and I think the way to make people go home happy is Kevin Owens. He even said I'm going to get my Universal title back when the time is right. And it was weird because wouldn't you want to wrestle for the Universal title at WrestleMania, even though you hate Chris Jericho? I'm guessing he loses to Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
But at the end of the night, he says, "I'm cashing in my rematch now."
Yeah.
And he pins whoever, and whoever wins doesn't look that bad because they just beat the hell out of each other.
They had
and
to suffer through one of these matches. Yeah.
Has this happened? This has not happened to Goldberg yet. When he's faced off against Brock Lesnar? Yeah.
No, he got one F5, and then he was in an interview recently saying I've been saving up some special stuff for WrestleMania. And I'm I don't know.
Dave the man playing said, "Oh no."
Well, I don't want to do the Kimura lock. I wanted to do the F5.
Oh. Oh no. Oh. God, you're such a good mark, Dave.
Even the game is against.
Because I was about to end the match with the F5, but
and you woed at your own move.
But I'm not gonna build my meter back up.
But hey,
I never thought of the crowd. The crowd is gonna call this shit out if it's not meeting that.
If it's screwy or reverse screwy, or if Goldberg comes out and does a 3-second thing again. But
Return of the Shooting Stars is Caleb Hale.
Yeah, good God. Almost killed himself. But if Goldberg, I am rooting for him in the sense that I would love for him to come out and even if it's only a 5-minute match, to pull out a couple of things, feats of athleticism, I know that's not really what he does, and that's not what made him popular in the 90s. But he's already done the shtick a few times already in this build. So like when you're at WrestleMania, it's time to do that plus.
Yeah.
And you've already done the shocking 10-second victory. You've already done that twice.
I predict Brock is going to have a metal chest plate. So when Brock tries
like back
Goldberg
to Future
tries
Part
to
3.
spear him.
Wow.
If you haven't seen that clip with Bret Hart doing just that,
Then he can end his
hysterical.
career.
Oh, here we go. Right in front of your children. And refreshed.
Kale McKee says, this is the first wrestling anything I've watched, and I'm not sure you guys are speaking English.
How?
Yeah,
Come on.
That's how I feel sometimes. But given
so
that
Brock can't even go to the top rope. That's how far the pass
Oh,
is.
the jumping nothing.
He's too filled with bootlegger clubs from Jimmy John's. That's roast beef and turkey.
Can I get the slim with no vegetables, please? Bullet that shit
There's
into
no
my
reason that people
mouth.
should be kicking out of 2 finishers, and because I've already got the momentum
no.
on fast.
You got
Mother-
jackhammered, buddy. And now the
There
robotic
it is.
pin.
Remember, this is Dave's
Oh,
prediction.
come on.
Ooh, kicked out at 1.
Damn, Dave.
Shows how much of a badass I am.
Oh, and Jetty says, just in case you're wondering, Gallows, Anderson, Enzo Cass, Cesaro, Sheamus for the Raw tag titles is now a ladder match.
Yeah,
What?
Wow.
that's going to be good.
Wow. Those
I'm glad
guys
that
on a ladder.
Cesaro is he's on the main card.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
think it was
I'm
going to
excited for that.
Sila said he went to a Raw last night. It was my first wrestling match, and I was shocked to see how little wrestling actually happened.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that specific to Raw?
No,
Yeah, kind of. It's 3 hours.
SmackDown has more,
Yeah.
I would say.
Because it's a 3-hour show. The one we went to in October for Hell in a Cell was actually, we lucked out that it was a remarkably fun Raw.
Yeah.
The one where Reigns did the spear over Sasha and Charlotte and speared Rusev, that was great. Man, I jumped out of my seat for that.
Forget, Dave. Who are you playing as?
Brock Lesnar.
So your prediction is Brock. Unless Brock loses, then that will make your prediction Goldberg. SmackDown has more better, Sampton.
Yeah.
That's specific to Raw before Mania, says
They do have to build a lot of feuds.
Zero.
And yeah. Whoa!
Whew.
Uh-oh.
It was I fell down a weird rabbit hole of reading about WrestleMania, and that we always see the WWE sanctioned documentaries about no one believed in Vince, about what it could be and what it should be, what it would be, but he sauntered through and was proved correct. And I was like reading reviews written at the time, and people didn't even like it that much. It was just this thing that like WWE kept doing until it gained legitimacy. Like, why does the
Come on! That's the third F5.
What an
I'm
upset.
sorry.
So that's
is
Dave's
insane.
prediction. After the third F5, Goldberg will kick out.
The Undertaker got pinned after 3 F5s.
The idea that Goldberg, I think you're already past Goldberg's entire wrestling time since 2004.
I'm surprised he still has moves.
I'm going to say his entire WWE wrestling time at this point.
Right in his sword there.
Right in the breadbasket.
I think Goldberg, it's probably because Goldberg has such a high rating in this game that this match is taking so dang long.
Oh, is that how it works? His power levels are maxed out.
I'm in trouble.
Could they
He's gonna spear you, Dave.
Nah, it's going to be Jackhammer.
Don't let him do.
Aha!
is there a scenario where Goldberg wins at WrestleMania?
Yeah, I think he could win. Like, you could have that, if the Kevin Owens ending that I'm predicting, that he pins whoever wins, it could be Goldberg. But I don't think it just, they built Goldberg up enough. Like, I don't know what else they have in mind for him afterwards.
Yeah. Yeah, like, what, through SummerSlam or something? Like,
Maybe peddling Ninja Turtle action figures and still Sting's fine heels?
Tap
No,
Goldberg.
it's not going to happen. I suck at this.
This is a battle of unfortunate tattoos, says Steve Snowy.
I mean, Goldbergs are just like the dated 2000s tribal tattoo.
I have to try and call them tribal tattoos because I grew up calling them Goldberg tattoos. He was the first person I saw with those shitty tattoos.
Jin Kazama, Tekken 3.
Yeah.
That's the first time I saw one.
My buddy has that exact tattoo on his arm. It looks fucking rad.
Look to the left.
Oh.
Turn to the right.
Turn to the right. Asuka versus Ember Moon for the NXT.
Yeah, they're talking about the
title.
NXT show, which looks pretty good. I think my most anticipated match of the whole weekend is the triple threat NXT tag team title
Yeah,
match.
that should be
DIY,
good.
Revival, and Authors of Pain.
Should be good.
DCA says Laser Time be too dope. Thank you.
Yeah, Ember Moon Asuka should be good. I hope Rude Nakamura is better than the last time they wrestled. It was okay.
Ooh. Aaron Chado says, who are the next old wrestlers looking to star at the next WrestleMania? Tatanka and Lex Luger for the Universal title.
Tatanka was there last year.
Yeah, he showed up briefly. I think Luger's done for life, right? Like, he can't come back.
And there was that, I read that news that Shawn Michaels was supposed to end up wrestling AJ Styles, and he claimed, I could do it, but I turned it down.
He wants to just stay retired, which is a good thing. Like, so many people retire in a match and then they just go back on it a year later, 2 years later.
You're just gonna give me $40,000 to show up. Why wrestle?
I kicked somebody last year. Why would I kick someone else?
Goldberg has drawn
I've
blood.
got 3 new shows on the Hunting Channel.
More like Bloodbird exclusive to PS4.
All right, Goldberg.
1.
Stay down.
2.
Finally.
Thank God.
Our first prediction.
Hey!
That's a trophy? Just winning with Lesnar?
Why is it?
Win a match with Lesnar.
Why is it phrased like Hulk?
I don't know.
Hulk
Christians
smash.
don't wrestle other Christians; they only wrestle other religions. This is Aaron Chados explaining Shawn Michaels' refusal to appear.
But I wonder
Shawn
if
with the belt.
Taker's retired by Reigns. If then Taker says, "Hey Shawn, I want you to take out the guy who took me out," and then they let Reigns fight HBK. Now that makes sense to me.
Winner is Brock's Jason Toy.
Although, how old is Shawn Michaels now?
I mean, probably like 52, 53.
Jeez, I thought he was younger than that. But yeah, wow, he has been going since the 90s, huh? Early card. So this should be the main event in the sense that Randy Orton won the Royal Rumble, and then said, "No, I shouldn't. I can't fight you, my master." Bray Wyatt yanked.
Master, my master.
Set his house on fire.
Yank, crank, and then set his house on fire and said, "Did you realize I was playing a con?" Yes, we all knew this. For 100 years, we knew this was coming.
I had the perfect plan of giving up my title shot and then having to wrestle for that title shot back.
A very convoluted road to this fight. We wanted to see. I went to a house show in Stockton, and they did this match there in August.
Really?
And I mean, I think that's what they use house shows for, is to kind of test the waters for certain matchups with no feud built up. Just like,
Ampton says Steve Austin has to come back at some point.
Nah, I think that ship sailed with CM Punk.
What if CM Punk is the one who comes in and interferes with the Goldberg match? Huh?
Yeah.
No one's expecting that.
I feel like we're 2 years away from CM Punk ever.
Think so? He's not doing any more UFC stuff. Right?
No, I think he's got one more UFC fight, and if that one goes bad again, then
does he?
Well, he's training for another fight. Who knows where it's going to be?
Rocky V style in the streets where no one's watching.
Yep. Hit me in a suit.
JGB Sterling says it was predictable, but I thought the lead up was interesting.
Yeah, this was a fun story to follow, and should be fun.
Though I was sad that Luke Harper isn't going to be a part of this match. Probably just in the Battle Royal.
You don't need
him. Royal says HBK does not need the money, unlike Rick multiple divorces Flair.
Woo! Wyatt, Diet. What? CM Punk can fuck off into the plane of obscurity, says Ampton. I always thought he was entertaining to watch, and it's just one of those things I have to look forward to. He'll be back.
Yeah, we are streaming this the day that SmackDown airs, so in case SmackDown alters anything.
Yeah, I would say the only thing that could change is that they might add a match for American Alpha.
Yeah.
But honestly, there's so many matches to go through that we wouldn't get to the SmackDown Tag Team titles anyway.
I think someone was asking if it's a 5-hour card.
The pre-show is 2 hours, and then the main show is 5 hours.
4 to 5, yeah.
So it is.
What?
It's like last year, where it starts at 2 o'clock, and it'll go till probably 7:45.
I did notice this year that it seems like the Hall of Fame doesn't have an old man who's going to ramble on for 30 minutes like they've had for the past 2 or 3 years.
And that's Friday night, which you're not invited.
But like, man, what was it? 2 years ago that it was Larry Zbyszko who forgot. Like, I had notes, but I didn't bring them with me, so I'm just gonna ramble for 30 minutes. Like, holy shit! And then the year before that was Mr. T with a big soliloquy about here's why you should love your mamas.
It's like, I don't disagree, Senor T.
7 hours.
But perhaps if you would prepare something better.
At least the Super Bowl has the benefit of fucking commercial breaks.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll get another appearance by Southpaw Regional Wrestling.
Yeah, that was really good.
Can he turn this into an RKO somehow?
Ooh,
Yeah,
not
that's.
today.
I mean, if anything's gonna top the. God damn it! If anything's gonna top the curb stomp into an RKO.
That was so great.
Damn. CM Punk ruins every WWE show in Chicago. Shut up, Chicago. Your pizza sucks, and your tallest building isn't the tallest anymore.
Right. As an Illinoisan,
That pizza's delicious.
the pizza's great, but as a Southern Illinoisan, pinched between Southeast Missouri and Western Kentucky, yeah, Chicago really loves itself and reminding you how great it is. And I like to come down and consider anything that's still 5 hours north of Southern Illinois, and it's a little exhausting.
J.O.D. says pre-show has 3 matches: the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, SmackDown Women's Title Battle Royal, and the Cruiserweight title.
The Cruiserweight match should be fun. Aries versus Neville. That should.
I
be
really
fun.
wish
Next
that Jack
year
Gallagher
I
was in
will
that match.
pre-order this game only if it comes with the Spanish announced team. Like, there's no reason they should be absent.
I want that Russian announced team, man.
What does this game look like when it's localized in Spanish? Like the announcers everybody knows are just gone?
Any subtitles? Probably not. That would be dumb.
But as human beings, they're not there. Oh!
That's true. We can just swap out some character. Whoa! Can't gesture here.
Chicago pizza's lasagna. Stop that. I've heard that too. And it's pie.
Uh-oh.
What the hell
He's
is
gonna
that?
make a tantrum.
It did look like that little girl running into the BBC interview.
Yeah,
He's a baby roller just coming
like-
out right now.
I don't dislike Orton, but like he's got some of his like lead up to like his flipping over on his tummy and doing the who's excited, who's a good dog, like that thing that drives me nuts.
Have you guys checked out Lucha Underground on Netflix's
Yeah.
Toast Royale? It's being promoted heavily at me. I'm guessing it's working because whatever Netflix algorithm is, like, you're going to like this. Just watch it, please.
There you go. Bray Wyatt predicted to win and retain his belt.
Yes. Because I think he's got he lost the last 2 WrestleManias. No, he lost 30 and 31 and got chumped out by The Rock at 32.
God,
so it's
boy,
like
did he.
So like give him a win. And Randy Orton doesn't need to win a WrestleMania. So that's my
Yeah, he won the
prediction.
Ulysses Ramirez, I hope Trump makes his triumphant return to WWE. Well, he's guaranteed not to be in Washington that weekend.
And it is in Florida.
Uh-oh.
Perfect,
Uh-oh.
perfect vacation state. Uh-oh, Blizzard.
Oh boy, what did I do? Okay.
Hold
Yeah, I
on,
went to the
David,
replay.
have you played this match
So,
again?
on to our next match on the card. I don't know what it is because I'm not paying
I'm
attention.
gonna
Time
go
for the
with,
tag?
no, I'm gonna go with Roman Undertaker. I think that's the next in
Yes.
terms of tier.
Roman Taker and with a little Bret Michaels walking around in the background.
Brett
Not
Michaels.
what I say.
Bort Michael?
Bret
Impot-
Hurt.
Impotent asking, what would it take for you guys to watch some of the older obscure wrestling stuff on the network? WCW era PPV or maybe Ruthless Aggression SmackDown stuff? I wasn't watching at all during Ruthless Aggression, so that would all kind of be new to me.
I would love to watch a Halloween Havoc
gonna-
if it's particularly Halloweeny.
Well, the one with the giant Snickers logo on a inflatable pumpkin might be
What?
the one for you.
It's not part of my criteria for wanting to watch. I just wanted someone in costume or skeletons or a mummy. I'll take any one of those. Lucha Underground is a solution to all WWE storytelling problems. Is Toast.
Yeah, pre-Hogan WCW pay-per-views. Like, yeah, like what? Like,
Oh,
man, what are some of those? Like Spring Stampede or...
hey,
Switching up the sites a little bit. This is the WrestleMania we were at.
yeah, the one of the most recent fantasy fight is set at.
Yeah.
You love
Featuring Trump versus Durst.
You love easy political jokes.
Yeah, and we also, patrons have access to, we did commentary for the Sting Triple
We
H
did.
match on patreon.com/lasertime.
Oh,
But
so
so
I'm guessing
the
you're
thought-
predicting Roman Reigns, Dave.
The thought is Reigns will retire the Taker.
You think so?
Because Taker is
He's
just
getting so old.
he's just too old, and he needs to go out while he can still like put on some kind of match. And
When was the streak broken? What year was that?
That was 30.
13,
30.
So yeah, it was 2014.
2014.
I've been watching this shit for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And while I'm not, Reigns when he's like the takes no shit, power moves, gets in, gets out, like that's
Yeah.
fun. When he has to
Makes a smile and like.
Yeah, if he can be a kind of a jerk asshole and retire Undertaker and lean into all that heat he'll get, I'm okay with him being the one to retire Undertaker. But if they want you to then start cheering for him, like I don't get that.
How
but
are
I
we
think
gonna
we're
cheer him against Undertaker.
Yeah, and I think we're just in a post alignment world where like they have alignments that fit whatever reason you want as a viewer, and everyone whining about, myself included, about this person should be heel or whatever. It's like I think they're just who they are at this point, and if you like Reigns, you're going to cheer for him, and if you don't like Reigns, you're going to boo him, and that's kind of it. And maybe they can change some people's minds and flip people that way, but I think some people just want to cheer Reigns, and some people just want to boo
WrestleMania be
him.
outdoors this year? Says Toast.
Yeah, is it outdoors? I thought I saw like a scene from the sky,
Yeah,
and I
'cause
thought it was outside
it is.
again.
It's in
It
Orlando.
is. It's Orlando, which I think was WrestleMania 24, which was outside.
Was that the Thunder, the XFL team they built that stadium for?
It's in like the Flavor World Stadium or something.
It's
Flavor
like
World.
camping grounds, whatever.
Camping World.
Whoa, look at that! Stole his
It's the Bass Pro Shop Coliseum.
Man, what was the one? There was one in New Orleans that's like the Smoothie King Center.
Smoothie King.
That's great.
Smoothie King Center.
Oh, you've shattered this man's hip.
One of many spears we'll be seeing this evening.
Good God, yeah. I wonder if there's a stipulation that, hey, Reigns, you can't do a spear to finish Taker because Goldberg has to do a spear later that night,
yeah.
and that's all he's there for.
Rumor has it everyone thinks Reigns is a nice, talented, and skilled wrestler, but was pushed too hard, too fast.
Yeah, I think that's fair. And I'm rooting for him. I want him to put on a good match. He's had great matches that I was totally into, so I think that potential is there. And again, for him to retire Taker and lean into it and really be like, yeah, I'm the one who did it. What are you going to do about it? Like, you can really do a lot of storytelling with that and get people to boo or cheer him.
Ooh,
Jesus Christ.
Vicious.
He broke his left leg by
Senior
punching
citizen.
him.
Lyco Search Engine Center says...
You're in the InvoSeek Auditorium. Dude, there has to be some 1999 pay-per-view, some WCW 99 pay-per-view has to be in a fucking Lycos or InfoSeek dome.
Yeah.
The Dog Pile Arena.
Yeah, Gun Cannon D, he'd get a little bit more goodwill instantly if he stopped wearing the goddamn body armor.
It's almost unfair.
Oh, Taker, don't take that with your chest.
And
300
use
pounds.
the Shields theme.
Yeah, and using the Shields theme, like, I don't know. I want him to do well. I have high hopes for this match. I really do. I want it to be good.
Yeah, his Brock Lesnar match at WrestleMania 31 was really good.
Oh.
I remember liking it. I was just so much waiting for Rollins that I couldn't even focus. He is dead.
That was some MCS your force perspective. I did not know
yeah,
how that was going to go down.
He was going to land in the audience.
Waiting for the 10-cent bi-millennial dome.
Wow. 10 cent.
10 cent. I miss names like the Sky Dome. Me too, Toast. Me too. Me too. Yes. The Tamagotchi Play Dome.
Hugga.
Oh. Dave really thinks Roman's going to win this. He'll even nod his head in the Undertaker's taint if he must.
Yes.
To swear upon it. My city's stadium is called the Saddle Dome, so at least we've survived corporate naming. What city is that, JGB Sterling?
Oh no! He reversed it.
He reversed a spear? How do you do that?
Fall back before you get hit.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
And here's where it all goes wrong for Roman.
Jesus. He can't. Oh, my God. Dude, if he does a tombstone pile driver to the frickin' Undertaker, oh, my God, I'll break my TV. Please do that. Oh, my God. I would be so excited to be that mad.
It's not heel heat. It's get off TV, says Jason Toy.
I think they could use it, if done correctly, they could steer that into, because Taker's got to retire. Like, they should not keep trotting him out, and even if the mind is willing, it does need to go before
Taker's idiot
before
face.
something bad happens.
That's got to be the most embarrassing way to get pinned.
Hey,
Nice.
that's how the Taker's career ends, with his butt in Roman Reigns' face.
Roman Reigns supreme.
Gun Kennedy, the Patreon, take the money and run dome. Not for 30 days because you're on the hook for meeting all those obligations.
Yes. The Angel Fire Arena.
Your winner, representing the Shield.
Yes. The Final Fantasy Spirits Within Arena. It's gonna be huge. He can't break his neck again, can he?
We're going
for Cuba.
When we come back, this show is brought to you by Titan AE, this summer's hottest film.
Jesus Christ.
So what do we got now?
Triple H,
Right.
Seth
Rollins in the unsanctioned whatever
Yes.
Gorky Doo match. The Gorky Doo, I'm gonna back away slowly.
Is that a created character?
No.
He looks like such a nerd.
The game.
But we just watched Triple H wrestle on the Patreon commentary, patreon.com/lasertime. Watch him wrestle Sting, and I don't know if there'll be a more exciting match I'll see in my lifetime.
It was exciting.
It's not good for wrestling, but there's just a billion moments in it that make it amazing.
Yeah, if all you've done is tip your toes in and out of wrestling once every decade, you can still watch that match and go, hey!
You get excited, especially if you haven't seen Terminator Genesis and know how shitty it is.
I mean, if it wasn't going to be for the Universal title, they could have done that same thing for Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. Just like fill it full of extraneous interference and cameos.
Yeah, oh yeah, they totally
It'd
could.
be great, but like if it's for the Universal title, it's kind of demeaning.
Yeah, have Austin come out, do one stunner,
Yeah.
have Shawn Michaels come out, do one kick.
Aaron Chada says, no, it's at the Sony Talkboy Megadome. And Gun Kennedy says, no, it's at the Robert Loggia Memorial Orange Juice Bowl.
Amberton, WWF presents No Mercy live from the Fruity Delicious Fruity Skittles Memorial Complex.
Is that really the name of something?
God, I hope so.
Donald Trump presents Trump Steaks Trump Dome, sponsored by Trump University.
But you're playing as...
Ah!
Oh, whoa,
New
this,
camera angle.
when did
Maniac.
this happen?
Well, I did an Extreme Rules match, so
So unsanctioned means what?
I guess I don't know if that means no DQ, but unsanctioned means like we're not responsible if
It
something
means
happens.
a lack of sanctioning the collapse
Yeah.
of infrastructure in our government.
Yes.
I'm glad, though, we
a metaphor
deregulated
for,
everything today, so the streams that run through your
deregulation.
precious states are not going to be filled with garbage.
Yeah. Oh.
Clean states in my home western town. Now it can be filled
Extreme
with coal
rules mean the
dust.
cameraman can go to lunch.
The new wrestler, coal dust, of what we'll all be breathing in 10 years.
Trevor Cuba misses Triple H's hair. It's been almost half his career without it. Is that the case?
He only shaved his head like 3-4 years ago?
Yeah, I'm trying to
5 years
remember
ago?
when it was.
No,
I think it was
no.
WrestleMania 29.
Yeah,
so
it's only been like
4
3
years.
or 4 years.
He's been without long hair for as long as the president is in office.
Crunch. Gun Kennedy, unsanctioned means no holds barred, which means no DQ, which means insert city name street fight.
A Orlando street fight.
Kissimmee St. Cloud street fight? What are we looking at here?
We're looking at the Fort Myers street fight.
The Electric City Parade street fight.
Electric like parade street fight. Wonderful. The Beetlejuice and Bullwinkle Universal Studios beatdown.
I hope this match has like a lot of, because Samoa Joe, don't know what he's doing for WrestleMania. I presume he'll be involved in this match, but
Yeah, I guess this could be filled with screwy
Yeah.
stuff, right? Just
Yeah.
cameos and whatever. But yeah. But you think Seth's gonna win?
yeah,
But it has to be a clean win because there's a real title on the line.
there's no title
There's no title. Of course, Triple H can't have a title.
except for when he did last year. But that was because like so much of the WWE roster was injured.
Oh God, they're gonna hit him in the dick with a bat.
Beautiful.
Tell that DZ fan to sit down. Boo!
Yeah,
Eat him.
enthralling bat trading right now.
This will happen a lot, I'm
Yeah.
sure. Like,
There we go. Now back to the batting. There you go, and one more,
Ooh.
and there you go.
Got a receipt for my payment to the WWE Network, something I haven't watched in like 8 months.
Plenty of great content this weekend.
yeah.
I'll be watching at someone else's house.
Nick
Oh, yeah.
saying Finn Balor's run-in would make sense if Joe interferes. That could definitely happen. Balor is ready to wrestle. Which I can't believe we haven't watched Ready to Rumble for a movie or a Patreon thing. Like, come on.
Man, that movie's not good.
It's not good, but think of all the fun. Think of all those awful cameos. And that ridiculous contraption they wrestle on at the end.
Yeah, I guess we've done No Holds Barred. Is there any
God,
other?
that movie is so fun. Oh! They'll never let us show that again.
They can end it here. What now? And the shoulders up now. That's a kick out. Nice.
2. He counts to 4. That was a
when this guy's on. Look out.
Yeah.
I have never seen it in full.
It's on the theater like a real mark.
I did too, and it was like, I am one of 3 people here.
I love relating this memory. I was listening to one of my favorite podcasts, the Slarbro Country, Sklar Brothers, and they have on as special guests. They introduced we were playing golf at a public course because we're not a private golf club members, and they asked if we wanted a partner, and we said, sure, we have room for one more. Anybody, and it turned out to be David Arquette. Wow. David Arquette showing up to a public golf course by himself to play doubles with anyone, and they invited him on the show.
Was he wearing his belt, his championship belt?
And they invited him on the show, and they're like Sklar Brothers know their sports. They're on the NFL Network, and they're just talking about sports. And like eventually, the subject goes to wrestling, and they ask him like a super generic, like, "You ever watch wrestling when you were younger?"
Oh,
and David Arquette was like, "I was the WCW champion."
I did hear about that.
And they're like, and anyway, and like one of them's like, wait, what the fuck did you just say? Like they really had no idea, and had to be explained that David Arquette was
That's crazy.
What was he? The
WCW world champion.
Was it? It was to promote Ready to Rumble, right?
Yeah.
Or was it? He was there for a while,
and it was like definitely what had been a downward slope for WCW was becoming a freaking avalanche ball that's just gone out of control. Snowballed out of control was the metaphor I was going for.
Ready to Rumble seems like it started at production when WCW was on top, and then released by the time WWF pulled ahead.
Yep. Yeah, Amperton saying Slamboree 2000, Kansas City, Missouri, Kemper Arena, Jeff Jarrett versus David Arquette versus Diamond Dallas Page in a Ready to Rumble cage match, which is like a 4-story absurd,
really awesome, like looking cage, but the stupidest thing.
Yeah,
but a big
bad movie and then a bad pay-per-view.
Oh, why did I think it was automatically Ready to Rumble the game?
And then Aaron Chados saying, did he remember to tell you to dial 1010-220 to save on domestic calls?
Great, right?
But here, this is the Fatal 4-Way for the women's champion.
So it's elimination on the pay-per-view, but they don't have that option, and I couldn't find it. So
yeah.
Recognize Bailey's ass anywhere. And who is your prediction here?
Bailey.
So you think Bailey's going to retain?
Yeah.
Believe.
Even though Sasha's been teasing that heel.
Well, she would if she loses and then gets angry. That's the more natural heel turn.
I guess that's true. You don't think it would come down to those two, and then she'll start cheating to win?
Yeah, I love pointing that out, Jason. Tell you, most TV execs would give anything for the kind of ratings WCW pulled at its worst point.
Yeah,
and
at this point, yeah.
It's so disrespected as a television show.
Yeah, but at the end, like it was losing money hand over fist because of all the guaranteed contracts they had.
Bailey's ass is its own Twitter. Wonderful.
San Jose native.
Is she?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know if she was born in San Jose, but she's billed from San Jose. Come on.
You should not sexualize Bailey's sister. Can't help it. She looks like a girl you used to know.
I'm going to politely acknowledge the attractive nature of Bailey, and I will leave it at that.
Yes.
What type of competitor is favored when you step outside the ropes, King? Well, in my opinion, the more vicious, the more
I bet you guys get a kick out of some of these ridiculous commercials wrestlers have been in. There's one with Austin and D'Lo Brown for Winner really Collect, where Austin chucks D'Lo into the crowd.
There's almost like a gay subtext in the ad if you watch it. Austin's like, you didn't call me last night. Oh no, when you called me last night, you used collect, not 10-10-220.
I'd accept the charges. You know I love you.
Dude, you gotta watch it.
My pager number.
911 for emergencies only.
We used to use 1-800-COLLECT to call, and you leave a message, and someone will accept the charges. And like, you have a call from 850-555. Read the number of the payphone.
Pick me up,
so
Mom.
They'd call it back.
Mama, Speed Dave, pick me up.
I did love the commercials for that, where like, do you accept the charges from We Had a Baby, It's a Boy? And then,
oh my God, what commercial was that?
And it's like, oh, do they call? Like, do you accept the charges? And the person goes, no. And then he hangs up and then tells his wife, "Oh, Jan called. They had a baby. It's a boy." And like, that's pretty cute. That's a funny gag.
Steve Snowy says, "Nothing beats Macho Man. Art thou bored?" That is so good. Why is that not on the soundboard?
That is the highlight of American culture. Art thou is Macho Man yelling at the top of his
Anytime one of us like falls into our phone in the middle of a podcast, we should just play that sound as loud as possible into that person's headphones. I had to buy a fanny pack today for my job, and now I'm so happy because I feel like every wrestler from 1998 is him.
You just need Zubaz pants. Zubaz? Zubaz.
I prefer Golbat, but it's fine.
I understood that reference.
Sasha taking her time. But yeah, like you said, Dave, this will be elimination in the match on Sunday, where every time someone's pinned, they're removed from the match until you get a final winner. Tosei Royale, you guys should have added Hulk Hogan's Beach Patrol rap. What is a Beach Patrol rap? I do need to know.
Zubaz, says Jason, spelling it out phonetically for us all to see.
Right, and I like Goobaz.
Zubaz. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Wow. Sorry, Dave.
you heard that slap up here on the nosebleeds. Shattered some nerd's glasses.
Haley's pants still covered in nipple tassels? Is that the thing she wears?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, they're just regular tassels like Ultimate
Pasties.
Warrior would wear.
What? He didn't wear those.
He wore tassels on his arm.
No, those are more like the things you put in like the handles of a girl's bike.
So
Or
are
my
Bailey's,
bike.
I would say.
I was gonna say my bike had,
Yeah.
because I rode them to go
And
play with.
incredibly masculine banana seat.
I had to inherit a girl's bike with a banana seat till I was like 12.
Wow,
so-
did I call that?
Yeah. The most 70s looking bike you can imagine, and I rode that until 91, and I got the most 1991 bike imaginable, which is black frame, hot pink handlebars, neon green pedals, and just like April O'Neil
Bailey
yellow
colors.
everywhere else. It was. I have a picture of me in it, dude. I actually need to post this picture. It's the most 1991 image of all
I
time.
was lucky enough to my cousin was like an amateur BMX guy, and like they just shipped me his old hyper pro BMX bikes. My parents didn't buy me anything nice ever. Assholes. I got
Steve
that
Snowy, I have about 10 minutes into the worst raps laser time. Did that awful Rad Castlevania album make the cut?
No.
I didn't mention it. I don't remember there being a proper rap. The Kuke.
I'm Simon Belmont, and I'm here to say.
The Konami Club thing. The Vampire Killer song is great. I'm gonna get you.
Was somebody eliminated?
No, the way that multi-person matches work now, they have this like comeback mechanic where you stay outside the ring for a bit.
Oh,
and
she's over
get your
there on
health
the right.
back.
I just
Yeah.
saw her hand. Who is that? Charlotte?
Yeah.
Charlotte?
Is Green Light the theme for WrestleMania?
Say what now?
The Give Me the Green Light.
And Dave predicts Sasha
From
Banks,
5-6 years ago?
who someone in the chat informed us was now a hyper-conservative Christian. I didn't even know that.
There's only one boss. It's our Lord Jesus Christ.
Parents bought you a dental appointment, Chris. So, all right. Good point, Jamie Carrera.
You got all your teeth. But you think Sasha will win anyway?
I don't think so, but I lost. So
Oh, wait, who are you playing as? Oh, Bailey.
Bailey.
Jesus, sorry.
That's what who Dave thinks is going to win. Otherwise, he would have fought harder. Kicked out of that.
Yeah. Actually, I did kind of tank that one just because those matches can go on for a long
That's
time
true.
with multi.
I would say that too. If I was
Superstars.
defending myself from a stunning
Hey.
defeat like that.
All right, we got time for one more prediction.
Man, so what do you say, AJ, Shane, or Jericho?
Shane in the game?
Ooh, Jericho Owens.
Yeah.
I need to see this happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, this
Because Shane's guaranteed to lose.
the build to all of these isn't the greatest, but each of these matches I'm actually looking forward to.
Yeah.
Like when I think about the card, I'm like, I do want to see almost every one of these.
Yeah.
Even the Shane AJ thing, just to see, because AJ is like most proficient wrestler they have, and Shane is the spot monkey of all time. So it's like, what are they going to put together? Because I know they have something great in mind. Even though, yes, I wish AJ had something, a real wrestler's wrestling match to do, but that's probably going to be SummerSlam.
Ooh. Night. Oh, is it nighttime? Oh, okay. You're making it.
A little darker.
Yeah, main
A little bit more
event
moody.
time.
Now don't go anywhere.
And for what it's worth, I am also really looking forward to the tag with Nikki and Cena and Maurice and Miz. Like, that should be really fun.
What the fuck is that?
It's the couples versus a couple.
I have not seen that.
Like, Maurice hasn't wrestled in like 5-6 years or something, and that'll be fun. Their costumes or outfits are always insane.
Owens
You
out
can get
early.
the inside scoop on that match by calling 1-800-Maurice.
That one! Here's Kevin Owens.
I wish I could remember some of those lyrics. They don't
Yeah.
repeat anything.
That someone did way too much work.
Win a pinball game! LaserTimePodcast.com, people. Listen to our show. You'll like it. Want to hear a wrestler rap? Yeah.
Multiple wrestlers rap.
Cena going to propose to Nikki so she can retire. Samson.
Poor Nikki. She really came into her own right when her neck gave up.
Seems to have gotten even worse in recent weeks. If Chris Jericho
I do hope when Emma comes back as Dark Emma, hopefully her and Dana Brooke get back to what they were doing over a year ago in NXT, because that was fun.
Dave, I'm guessing your prediction here is Cohen's.
Yep.
Cohen's.
Hubbity.
I thought I remembered reading Jericho was going to be out pretty soon, but I guess even if that was the case, this prolonged it gave him kind of a new lease.
Yeah.
He's
on a
been
career.
Best work in like probably like a decade.
because he's been regular for a year now. He came in to wrestle Styles last year and is now here. And I think he just announced more Fozzy tour dates, so it's very clear he'll be out. But
Wouldn't say she's retiring, Brett, but more likely taking some time away from the ring. Pretty much pulling a Cena, just not starring in movies.
that seems fair.
Where are all the WWE movies? Where have they been?
It's my favorite Paula Cole song.
Where have all the leprechaun origins? Ric Flair is going to show up with Photoshop pics of him riding a horse with Mickey.
That's in reference to when he fought Macho Man Randy Savage. And the basis of the match is that he said that he had slept with Elizabeth and he had Photoshopped pictures of him hanging out with Elizabeth. Just like one of them was brushing a horse together, one of them was like having wine.
Hampton's pointing out Steve Austin started the Attitude Era. Nikki Bella started the Divas Revolution. Both had to retire due to serious neck injuries. Both wear tiny spandex trunks. Coincidence? So who's sad about the WWE not renewing Eva Marie's contract?
I feel like she wanted to leave.
I don't know who that is.
All red everything, the red hair. But like,
surprisingly, she's been around for like 3 or 4 years. And it's like, what have you done? Well,
and it's
I've
like
done really nothing.
She had that gimmick before she left and disappeared into the ether. She had this gimmick of she had those incredibly long entrance where this announcer would like really play her up. The internally beguiling, dazzling, absolutely stunning Eva Marie, and then there would be a pause, be like Eva Marie is stuck in traffic, she can't be here. And then she would just lose and not wrestle because everyone hated her because she was this model who couldn't wrestle. So they built this natural heat of her like just not wrestling, and that kind of fizzled, I guess, because I don't know if she was injured or she just wanted to take time off.
She got like a suspension for
The
substance or whatever.
the wellness suspension.
Do you think? Ooh, that's a tough question. Do you think Xavier Page will be punished for their sex tape stuff? I don't think they should, but I wouldn't put it past WWE to do some Puritan horse
yeah,
shit.
they've said no because it's like they didn't put it out themselves, so why would they?
Yes,
Yeah.
Dave, your prediction coming true. What are your predictions? How did they shake out?
Brock, man, let me look at I gotta look at the list.
Brock.
There's
I just
like
made the list.
7 hours of matches.
Brock, Bray, Roman, Rollins. I say Bailey, but Sasha won the match in the
Nothing
stream.
we can do about it.
And Owens. And
Who do you think will win?
And I don't think we even did half of what.
No,
there are
there's
13 matches, so but these are the big ones. I think
That
you
is
know.
it,
But
baby.
do you think Neville or Aries?
Neville. Yeah.
All right, guys. Until next time.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.
New Cheap Popcast coming soon. Peace.
Bye.
Almost perfect. Oh wait, whoops.
This time for real.